Vaughn is a really, Benny went out today, working on my image, of a mama sentence, put a pin on her trophy, you ain't winning on her purse, me pull course out in the crazy, get I look like Moki.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Best of Both Worlds with Flau'jae. Today, we got an absolute legend in the house. 3-time Olympic gold medalist, 4 WNBA championships. Her jersey is retired, and she got a statue at LSU. She's a Hall of Famer and one of the all-time greats. Please welcome Coach Money Moan, a.k.a. Seimone Augustus. We're going to give you a big round of applause in here. Everybody, round of applause. All right. Let's start it off. If you was in the NIL era, how much bank would you be getting, Coach? Like, cause I heard you was turned, but I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really know if you was really turned like that. Like, what on the scale? what you think your NIL would have been like?
Oh, I would have got paid. I would have been. I don't know what the highest is or whatever, but I would have got paid. I would have really been considering if I was even going to the league. But. It would have been a great opportunity. Obviously, everyone wants to be able to take care of their families and have things that you've never had before and do things that you've never done. But that wasn't my time, my era. Now, you're talking about you ain't get to see me get nice, but I did play in the era when we did have cameras, so you can always check YouTube.
Oh, my God.
You can check YouTube, but you get a little bit every day at practice, so you know.
Man, oh my God. You be trying to strip me on defense. That's all you do.
I didn't cross you that day at practice.
Oh my, are you going to say that on the podcast? That's crazy work. Hey, yo. All right, we're done. Everybody cut. Anyways, what's your favorite memory from your time playing at LSU?
My favorite memory, obviously the first time I ran on that court and seeing like the season ticket holders, like the lower bowl. Like I grew up going to LSU games, and I remember when there was a black curtain up and you didn't sit on one half of the stadium because there wasn't that many fans in the stands. So to walk out or run out and you see all of these fans just kind of like going crazy over women's basketball, that was wild. Obviously the run that we had to the Final Four, my first run to New Orleans was an amazing experience. It's so many. I can't pick out just one, but if I had to pick one, it would be the run to New Orleans, the Final Four run there.
Yeah, that's fire. How what did it mean to have your jersey retired, both in college at the W, and you was the first female athlete at LSU to receive that honor? How did that feel? Because I remember when I was on my visit, I think I seen you and Sylvia, like y'all banners up there, and I was like, dang, like that's crazy. Like that's something that that's always something I look up to. I was like, dang, like I want to be like that. So how did that feel in order to like have that honor and be like the first woman to be honored in LSU history? Like that's crazy.
I know, it felt great. Like that wasn't my intention when I came there. Literally, my intention was just to play great basketball and do all these amazing things, but not understanding like the fruits of your labor like comes a little bit later. But you got to put that work in, before then. So that's why I always tell you, stop wasting time, like get right to it. And so I feel like, in my 4 years and the time and then the impact that I had during those 4 years, it just basically, put me in a position to have my jersey retired. But people had to fight for me, speak up for me. My game spoke for itself, but, people hold me in that high, for people to hold me in that high regard to want to put my jersey up there and thinking about just the first female ever. There's a bunch of amazing athletes, not just women's basketball players, but track athletes, soccer players. Like it was so many great women's players that have come through. To be the first is like unheard of and basically humbling to be a part of. But, it feels good to be that for so many young women.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like, you really got a statue. Like, that's crazy. Like, I'm just going outside. I'll be like, dang, like, it's like you and Shaq. Like, that's crazy. Like, how did it feel to, like, get that? Because I ain't gonna lie, Coach Moki was telling, like, when I first came, like, my first year, I don't think you had, the statue wasn't there, like, my first year, but Coach Moki was always talking about fighting to get that. Like, she was like, like, she deserves that. And she was working on getting, Coach Sue Gunter's name on the court. So how does it feel to, like, because we know how Coach Moki is. A lot of people, they have their opinions, but, like, just to see her fight for, you know what I'm saying, what women deserve and what's just right. How does that feel to be like working for her, and like what has that experience been so far?
I mean, that says a lot. Like women fighting for women. Like Monkey could have came in and her job was just to win games and bring championships to the school. But yet she came in and she like, nah, we got to honor the past and respect the future. Like we got to bring this all together, and just seeing her be able to speak up. I never thought in a lifetime that I would have a statue. I just didn't, you know what I'm saying? Coach Gunner's name being put on the court, I was like, that was like a given. I just thought that should have happened anyway for what she's doing with the program. But a statue is crazy. When she called me, I broke down crying, and she just hung the phone up. You know how Moki is. She just hung the phone up. She didn't want to hear my crying and all that. And I just turned like to my parents, and I was like, man, we did it. We're going to have like, I'm immortal. Like,
no, yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? Like I have a statue on campus now. And so you go through the process and they trying to figure out like, is it going to be the crossover? Is it going to be the jump shot? Like what pose is it going to be and things like that. And I'm just like in awe, like, because this is going to be here forever. Like
forever.
Yeah. Forever, ever.
Ever.
You know, you just don't even think about the impact. And I look back at that day, and it felt like the city of Baton Rouge was there. Like we walked out the back from the practice facility and people were everywhere.
It was so deep, bro. We couldn't even come because we had a game, but like seeing, like it was deep. Like it looked like a football tailgate. Like if you go to LSU, you know what Tiger Walk. It looked like Tiger Walk. Like that was crazy.
That's crazy. And I will always say that people know that when they come down here, I have so many cousins, so many cousins. Everybody feel like they know me. They got some type of story that's connected to me. Like I was out in these basketball streets. Like it wasn't a court that I didn't grace, a gym that I didn't go to go hoop. So everybody got to see it. So I feel like that moment when the statue was erected was like for everybody in Baton Rouge. They're like, hey, that's our one. Like she made it out. Like we did it, you know, so to be that for my people, man, that means a lot because so many people pass by that statue every day. I didn't know my third grade teacher, Miss Marley, takes her class to the statue every year. And she was like, I taught this young lady in elementary school and so on and so forth. So
that's fine.
Yeah, that's cool. It's like fire to think about that.
Yeah, speaking of your Baton Rouge roots, like growing up in Baton Rouge, what's one lesson that this city like taught you that you still carry with you?
You know, that was something that I thought about when I traveled the world. I'm like, if this was their first time seeing someone from Louisiana play, what would it look like? What would it feel like? And would it be memorable? And so if I had to say one thing, I would say I played with a lot of heart, a lot of passion, and it displayed. Like, you know, I got knees to show for it. I don't have no cartilage. I played so hard. But we are very fiery people. We're very determined people. I'm telling you, we're going to figure something out. And more than anything, we work extremely hard at what we want, and we're going to go get it. And so I feel like in my game, that's how people like respected what I did. They knew every night that they played against Money, we was going toe to toe. We was going head to head. And so I think that was a great representation of like the boot and who we are.
I feel that. Yeah, you are fiery. I'll be watching you on the sidelines. Like, if we turn the ball over, you'll snap real quick. I'll be like, and you don't never say that. Like, you be snapping to yourself. It'd be the funniest thing ever, bro. I swear. That'd be funny. So, like, let's go to, like, coaching a little bit. Like, what is your style, like, as a coach? Like, how do you feel your style is?
You should be telling me.
Yeah, I want you to tell you, and then I'm going to tell you what I think.
Okay, cool. So I think I'm like the voice of reason. I'm like the calm, like spirit on the staff or, you know, coach. I'm honest. I tell y'all what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And let me think. I think if I had to sum it up, I'm a player's coach. Like I'm a player's coach.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I feel like Coach Money is a player's coach. But, like, I feel like I could listen to you for it because I know, like, you really, like, you a Hall of Famer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what you're talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's the only reason why you listen to me?
No, Coach, no. That's not the only reason. But, like a lot of people, they'll be trying to tell you stuff that they didn't do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, like, from my eyes, like, you could see, like, this is, you know what I'm saying, the emotions and stuff like that. So, but no, I feel like you a fire coach. I feel like as you go on, I don't think you're going to be as quiet. But I think, like, I think you gonna be a good coach. I ain't gonna count. Good coach. How does it feel to be coaching at the school where your journey really started? Like that must be like a full circle moment.
It is. It is. And as much as I wanted to run away from coaching, like I have to say, like, your calling will come back to you. Like if it's something that you're supposed to be doing or something that it's gonna just keep coming back to you. The more I try to run away from coaching, the more coaching came to me. And finally I was just like, let me step into the unknown. Let me step into something that I've never done before and just experience it. And it's been a joy. Like I didn't know, like, basketball as a player filled me up so much. Like just going out there hooping, playing with my teammates, winning. And I didn't know what my next phase would be that would fill me up the same way playing did.
Yeah.
And coaching has definitely done that for me. Like I get to pour into you all in ways that I don't have to tear my body up. I mentally just have to come in and be focused on what it is that I need to help you all get through that particular day to be the best players that you can be. And it's been a joy just to kind of see everyone's emotions, characters, personality, your strengths, your weaknesses, and just kind of be able to help you all on a day-to-day.
How do you do that every day? Like, because I feel like as like a coach, you got to be able to come in like every day, focused, you know what I'm saying? Like calm, like kind of like, you know, just like ready to attack the day. Like you can't really have no bad days. So like, what do you do like every day? Like just to come in with that vibe.
We do have bad days, but we just know how to emotionally like detach from that to be able to give you all what you need. Like there's a quote that I go by. It's like the most dangerous thing to a warrior is emotions. So the way that we would focus on basketball is like a battle. Like you can't go out there and be overly emotional. That's why coaches are like, you got to stay no high, no low, like even kill. And so even applies in coaching. Like I can't come in and bring all my luggage from home or whatever to work. Like I got to be able to let that go at the door and be able to focus in on you. And the most important thing is it gives me a safe space. That's what basketball was for me when I played. Like when I stepped between those lines, nothing mattered. I don't care how mad I was. I failed the test. I passed the test. Like nothing else mattered. Like I was in between those lines and I was getting to work. And it's the same approach, you know, that I take as a coach. When we step into PMAC, the practice facility, the office, I'm at work and I got stuff to do. I got things to do.
Yeah, I feel you, Coach. I ain't tripping over no test either. Like, because once that thing say submit, I'm just have to leave it out of my hands
now. Jesus, take the wheel.
Yeah, facts. Let's talk about your WNBA experience. Okay, I'm going to just point out some of the accolades. Number 1 overall pick by the Minnesota Lynx. Dang, Coach, y'all almost had it this year. In 2006, I was 3 years old, okay? WNBA Rookie of the Year, 8-time WNBA All-Star, 4-time WNBA champion. That's crazy. That's crazy. 2011 Finals MVP. Number 33 is retired by the Minnesota Lynx. Okay, so you were the number 1 overall pick by the Minnesota Lynx. And you know, I'm hoping one day I could be a number 1 pick. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But what was that feeling like for you?
It was nerve-wracking because, you know, prior to the draft, you hear so much stuff like people like, yeah, she could go number 1, she could go da-da-da-da-da. And you just never know. I was just like, hands to God. Like, I don't know. You know, whatever happens, happens. Ultimately, you just want to get drafted. You know what I'm saying? You just want that opportunity. And it was between me, Cappie Poindexter, and Monique Curry. Those are like the top 3 players in my draft. So I'm like, I could have been in Phoenix. I could have been in Washington. Or I could have been in Minnesota. And when the president came up there and she started like, and with the first pick, and she said my name, it was like, yeah. You know, you think about it. Think about it. You've been playing. You pick up the ball at 5 years old or whatever age you pick the ball up, and you just have these dreams and these goals, and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then this is one of those things you can check off your list. Like, I got drafted to the WNBA, but not just got drafted, but like number 1 pick.
Right.
And so you kind of like sit in it for a little bit, and then it's like you got to get to work because the number 1 picks don't normally go to the best teams. So,
right. You gotta get to it.
You got to get to it, and that was a challenge. Like that transition. I came from LSU. We were a top program, so much success, wins, all this, and then we go to a team where we didn't win for 4 years. Like we won a handful of games. Yeah. So learning how to lose was it was tough. it was tough. And then during that 4-year span, I tore my ACL. So now I'm dealing with my first major injury that I've ever had in my career. So it was beautiful chaos that ended up creating like a beautiful storm moving forward, of accomplishments and things that I always have dreamed of.
Now, I like that. Did you going through that 4-year span, tearing your ACL, all of this, boom, boom, boom. Did you ever imagine winning 4 championships with the Lynx? Like, that's crazy.
No. And I'm not even a goals person like that, but once I came back from my ACL, I just took my little iPhone, I went in the notes, and I was like, all right, I won.
That probably was like an iPhone 2, huh?
It was the one with the little circle round thing, but whatever, I still got it. And it works because I plugged it up not too long ago.
Hey, yo, Coach, don't ever bring that out the house,
vintage.
Ever.
Vintage costs more than, come on. Antiques cost more.
Oh, okay.
It's worth
keep
more.
going, Coach, with the story. Oh, my God.
Anywho, that was the first time I actually had grabbed something and wrote down, like, I want to do this, and that. Before that, it was just like autopilot. I'm going to just put the work in and let whatever happen. But I actually set intentions to go out and do stuff. And lo and behold, 2011 was that year. We ended up getting, the year prior, we ended up getting Lindsay Whalen and Rebecca Bronson, who were great additions. And then we ended up drafting Maya Moore. And then we already had some amazing pieces there. And we just went on a ride like I've never been on in like my basketball journey. Like so many great players sitting around, you just trying to figure out what's next. And it literally just clicked. Yeah, it just clicked. And we never looked back.
See, that's how I felt on our championship run with that team. Like, that feeling, it was different. Like, if that team right there had 4 years together, I feel like we could have went 4-0. Like, it was that feeling, bro. It was that, like, feeling. Like, the feeling of, like, when you, like, got something special going on and everybody kind of just on the same page. Like, it's nothing like that ever in life. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I be like, y'all, we almost there. Like, I can feel it. Like, we getting close. Like, we gotta keep digging. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's right there. When you, like, we were so connected that we could look at each other and know, you know how you could talk without saying something, especially Black people, we could talk and you know exactly what we're talking about. That's how our team was. Like, we could look at each other and I knew exactly what Waylon wanted to do. I knew exactly what this one, and we would just start the connections, the movement, offense or defense. It didn't matter. We just like, and when it was time to come together, just say we having a hard shooting night, a hard game or something like that. Like, that's when it got better, like stronger, our connection, our bond. But that ride is like nothing else. And that's something I know is coming for us.
What was it like being to the Naismith Hall of Fame? And where did you learn how to sing like that? Like that speech, I ain't gonna lie, that speech was P. But I didn't know you was gonna come out with the vocals like that. Like, where you learn to sing? You got a little tune on you. I ain't gonna lie. I thought your voice was gonna crack, but you ate that.
I know how to hold a note, but the Naismith is like, I don't even know how to explain it. You don't even think about, like, right now you thinking about the W. You ain't thinking about like, I'm trying to be in the Hall of Fame. Like, I never thought about that stuff. And what's crazy is like how life will give you like a little glimpse of what could be. I was like 9 or 10 years old and I used to be a part of this free throw competition, LSU competition. And if you made it to nationals, you would go to the Hall of Fame back then and they'll let you tour it and go and see, and then you'll go and compete. And so I made it to nationals like once or twice. And I went to the Hall of Fame like a handful of times. And I did all the stuff that kids do. You put your hands in the ball to see how big your hand is compared to Michael Jordan's. But I never put myself in that space. But, you know, I actually had a visual of it because I've been there before.
Right.
And so when I got the phone call that I was going to be in there, I didn't even know what to say. I still don't know what to say. I'm like in the Naismith with like Dr. J, Michael Jordan, like crazy. Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, like those people. Like, I didn't. So definitely when they called me, they're like, well, what you want to do? Like, you know, they try to go over the speech and stuff like that. And I was like, well, I think I'm going to do a poem. And they was like, really? We've never had anybody do that. And I was like, well, I'm going to just go all out. Like, this the last one. So I got to make it the best one.
Big one.
And I just started orchestrating like the poem and all that stuff over like a 3-month span. And then I wanted to make sure I memorize it because teleprompters are not my friend. I don't know why. I can't like look at the crowd. And so I was like, I'm gonna memorize it and hopefully have a great cadence and flow to it. I reached out to an artist out in DC, a poet by the name of Charity Blackwell, and she helped me put everything together to just kind of have a better flow to it. And it came out good.
How long it took you to memorize that?
At least a month.
Yeah.
Like, because I kept moving stuff around. Because, I mean, you're an artist, if it don't flow just right.
That's what I'm trying to see.
Yeah, and you need stuff that shift you to the next line.
Right.
And some of the words wasn't helping me like click to the next line. So it was a whole bunch of like moving things around, just trying to get that right. But once I got it right and it felt good, and it's got to feel good to you, like when you're doing it. When it felt good, I was like, oh yeah, this it. Now the music or the song, because the poem was about the bayou, I was like, well, what connects the bayou to everything? Because you've been here now. Calling Baton Rouge is played everywhere.
Everywhere.
Football games, basketball games, every sporting event, church.
Literally everywhere. Love that song, bro.
Everywhere. So I'm like, I can't sing this whole song, but what part matters? I operate, I want you to put me on through. I'm like, all right, I think I can. Hey, just hit you a little something real quick. But that line right there, it's calling home. Like, I'm calling home to you. I'm calling home to my people.
Right. So. No, most definitely. Because you was on the Sports Illustrated cover. I might need you to put in a little call for me, you know what I'm saying? Because when I do my cover, like, who told you to look up and smile like that? That was a little iconic. Who told you to? Do you remember that? Do you remember that set? Like, because this is an iconic cover right here. I remember seeing that before even coming to LSU or anything like that. Like, so. What was the whole thing behind that?
Well, I actually thought I was just going down there for a regular shoot, like not no cover shoot. They did not tell me that. So when I got down there, I was just excited because they was like, oh, well, you're going to probably get to meet Siemone Augustus. So I'm thinking I'm just meeting Siemone Augustus, take a couple pictures, maybe go on the inside of the book, and voila. Well, it wasn't that. We get there, Siemone Augustus is a part of the photo shoot. And I'm like, what? Like, Meek was my, like...
Yeah, I don't know.
Female. Yeah. What? You better go look up some Augustus clips. Man, she was the MJ, the female MJ.
For real?
And so, yes.
You just put me down.
Yes, you got it. The 3 Meeks at Tennessee. Tamika Catchings, Siemone, and Siemone Augustus. Siemone and Siemone Augustus. Go ahead and check that out. But she came in, she was super nice. We took photos and everything. And so how the picture with me looking up came about, I don't know why my dad was on the ladder. You haven't met my dad, but he got like ADHD. And so he's always doing something. And he like climbed the ladder. And I'm looking up there at him and he's doing like some crazy stuff. And I'm like laughing at him and they like snapping pictures while this going on. And
wow,
obviously,
that's crazy.
Yeah, one of those pictures was the cover. Didn't know it was going to be on the cover. I'm at championship high school game. And one of my teammates had to go to Walgreens for something. And she was like, grab the magazine, like, you at the Walgreens, right? And I'm like, doing what? What you talking? Brought the cover back and everybody, like, it went crazy. Like, from that point on, people went to every Walgreens in Baton Rouge, just grabbing all these covers or whatever. And unfortunately, that championship year, we lost. And the goddamn team, the team was like, we should be on the cover. And I'm like, yeah, that's what they...
Now they did like that.
They did me like that. But it helped me understand, like, now I had the biggest bullseye on my back. Like, people was going to come for me, So that really helped my game, too.
No, facts. Okay, we're going to play a little game real quick. You have to describe these lady tigers in one word, all right? You ready?
All right.
Michaela.
She a beast.
Anissa.
Dang, I want to take that word back and switch. Well, if she a beast, she a monster. Like Nisa monster.
Okay, me.
Oh man, the biggest foe. You smooth with it.
Okay.
You smooth with it.
Jada.
Jada's the thinker. She's smart. I like she got the IQ.
Kaylin.
Who? KG.
KG. Why
Yeah,
did I
you
say
know you
KG?
gotta say KG. Yeah,
Oh,
we
I
will
said
never call
Kaylin.
her Kaylin. I call her the go-to. Like when you need a bucket, get that thing to KG and get out the way. The go-to.
Facts. KG go get a bucket.
She gonna go get you a bucket.
Okay, number 2, I need to know your top 4 hoopers of all time.
Female, it don't matter.
We could do females and then we could do males. How about that?
Okay. All right. Top males. Okay. In no particular order.
No. Just your
Okay,
top 4.
cool. MJ, AI. I gotta go with the pistol. And I need me a big. It's gotta be Shaq. Ain't nobody stopping
Right, I'm
Shaq.
finna say.
Yeah, I'm like, it's gotta be Shaq. I was trying to think in my head like we all around.
You can't put yourself in the list when you say the next list. So
Oh,
excluding
man.
you. Yeah, I already know how you are.
Oh, you hating.
We already know
you
you
a
in the
hater.
top 5. We already know that. Let's go.
You a hater. All right, Candace Parker. She up there. DT. My girl Catchings.
Tamika.
Yeah, she is the only two-way player on this list. And then, yeah, you know, I'm gonna keep me some Big Seal on there. I'm gonna keep me
Okay,
some
who is
Sweet
like
Seal.
a newer WNBA player that could get your like honorable mention? Like, okay, she cold. Like I'll be watching her. She cold. I'm gonna tell you mine. Mine is Enrique. I love Enrique. She's
love
so
Reed?
nice to me. I seen her at All Star, bro. Like, yeah.
That's Reek. Them lights was on. Them lights on. When Reek on, I've never
What?
seen another scorer like her. Like she let that thing go.
Let it go.
She let it go. What's her name? Connecticut. Aaliyah? Is it Aaliyah Edwards?
She on
What's
the
her?
Mystics.
Yeah, I like her. I like her. She's a nice little young player. I can't wait to see her develop. Caitlin doing her thing over there. Aaliyah Boston getting better. Who else you got?
I like Ryan Howard.
Oh,
Ryan
Brian.
Howard. She get buckets.
Come on,
I like
because you need to
Rakia
know
Jackson
this.
too.
Ooh.
She went to Tennessee. She got the 3. She got the midi. She got the.
She's nice.
6'2". Like she's 6'3" and really move like that.
She remind me, and I know you ain't gonna even know, Delisha Milton Jones. Do you know who that is? Oh no.
I gotta do my research. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. Rakia Jackson remind me of her. Like she give it to you. Like she can shoot the 3, mid range, she can post up back to the basket. And she feisty like her too. Like she got a little something with her. Like she ain't gonna back down from nobody. That scene
Yeah.
in her little scuffle with BG.
BG.
Like, yeah, right. She ain't
Yeah,
back
she
down.
got to throw it out.
She put that setup like, what we gonna do?
Cause I would've.
You would've
Okay,
took
Coach, I got
off?
one more question. Do you know how big BG is? Like, I shook BG hand one time. My hand's big. I got big hands. Like, look at my hand. Yeah, I ain't got time to play with that. Not that one. Pick my battles wisely. I got one more question. What's one thing you want your legacy to be remembered for?
Someone who persevered.
That's P.
Yeah, someone who persevered through injury, through discomfort, through wins, through losses, through life. Like, I persevered. I made it through.
I like that. Well, Coach, thank you for finally joining me on the show. You know, you have a busy schedule being a Hall of Famer, so we're just so glad that we got you on the show today. I'll see you in like 2 hours at practice.
Right. Monkey
Goodbye.
time.
Monkey time. All right, Coach, thank you. I'm going to reveal my Apple Music replay, my top artists. My number 1 artist was myself, which is weird because I don't even listen to myself for real. Number 2 is Adele. Y'all already know. That's dang number 1. Number 3 is Lil Durk. That's only because I just put this Lil Durk playlist together. I've been listening to it when I work out in the morning. Number 4, Rod Wave. You know, y'all know that's my guy. I love Rod Wave. He's like my favorite. Number 5, Kendrick Lamar. That is crazy. Listen, y'all. Only reason is Kendrick Lamar is because I've been listening to this song right here, Money Trees. It's so nostalgic. Like, the beat. It's just the beat, y'all. I don't listen to Kendrick Lamar like that. What's up, y'all? Y'all already know we doing a segment called Live from the Flauk. But this time, we switching it up. We're actually going live from the Flauk. Y'all, please welcome Kambri Carter. Y'all probably done seen her on my mom's TikTok. She really loved me. She a big fan. She kind of nervous, so, you know what I'm saying? I got to welcome her and give her a little vibe. But Kambri, she's a really big fan. I always wanted her on my podcast just because she got a good personality. So I got to warm her up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So she don't be nervous. Now, I'm going to give her something that nobody in this world has. My Puma PEs, Nitro. This is my shoe that I designed with Puma. This is my shoe. It's camouflage, obviously, because of my father. You know what I'm saying? If you look at the details on the back, it has my signature in it wrapped in a Cuban link. You know I love my jewelry. If you look at the camouflage, it's all fours. Like, you might think it's just regular squiggly lines, but they all fours in their own way. Like, they upside down, they inside out. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's fours everywhere. I did that design, which was pretty fire. If you can see right here on the toe, it's like my hands going like this, four, with an IV and a Puma. And then the inside, it has my brother's names on it. My brother's names. You can't see it. I don't want to take her soul out her shoe. But it got my brother's name on it with a 4 on that. It came out of Beast in the inside right here. Take that out. In the inside right here. And then it got reworked on that on the other side. So.
Really? You do look.
Kambri! She didn't know. There's a lot of people, huh? You are.
What?
You on a podcast, look. You got your own segment today. I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions. Everybody already know you go for going viral on my mom's page, so I'm gonna ask you a few questions, and I got a gift for you, all right? Question number 1, how was it sitting by my mom at the game?
It was pretty good because, like, when the first time I ever met her, I was like, it was all because of my mom's. It was just like, it was crazy just knowing that I get to sit by Flau'jae Johnson's mom. It was crazy. It was really crazy. I was so excited. I mean, just knowing that I get to, like, sit by your mom. It was just so crazy. I loved it so much. She's really nice.
Thank you. So when my mom took that video of you and you came up to her, was that your first time meeting her?
Mm-hmm, that was my first time meeting her. My mom said, she said, Kambri, go talk to her. And I was like, are you sure that's like the people down there, like with the blue shirts? Yeah. I was like, they're going to start mad at me. Yeah. I was like, they're going to get mad at me. Yeah, they're going to get mad at me. I was like, and she's like, no. And I was like, okay, I'll do it. And I just had to take some few breaths and I just had to run get her. Yeah.
All right. I heard you can rap a little bit.
We about just listened. Too reasonable.
Okay, let the people hear a little song.
Okay.
And they say, Big Bo, was you scared?
It'll make diamonds and batter pressure, put 900 on their head. At that time, they gotta respect. I really need a 10 of upside in. Listen, my mind gotta be special. My grind is just so excessive. They be talking down and I'll never let it get to me. Came to LSU my freshman year, we made history. I was trying to wait and serve the game, they wasn't tipping me. Sounds like my life, and I'm just conducted the symphony. Born to say really, Benny went out today, working on my image, of a mama sentence, put a pin on a trophy. You ain't winning on a perch me, pull course out in the crazy, but I look like Moki. I just say, did you love me? Silly.
Oh man, I got a surprise for you. Now this right here, this is something nobody has. Except for you and my family. I'm gonna sign the box for you and I'm gonna sign the shoe for you. But you, only like 20 people have these shoes. My family and you. This is my own Puma PE. Flau'jae edition, camouflage. Just for you now. You like one of the, like I ain't gonna lie, like you, like, I don't even know if we should wear these because these never coming out. Like, You one of the only people that had these in the world, and I'm about to sign them for you. We see. Tell the people what you think about them. Hold them, look at them, see the details.
I'm shaking right now. These are amazing. I love these so much. I love like the pattern. I love like the laces.
Do you see the 4s and like the camouflage?
Yes.
I kind of like an F2 to I don't know 5. This like one of my first time really seeing them for real.
These are amazing. Oh my.
See, when I drop my signature shoe, everybody go out, but this is my PE for the family, you feel me? See, look, this is my chain right here. This is wrapped around my name. Look at the 4s right here.
Oh my gosh. These are amazing. These are fire. I love these.
But these say mama raised the beast and then she doesn't get
I told your mom that before when I was sitting next to it.
Yeah, but these are yours.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate you for coming on the show today. Were you excited? You know that clip of you rapping gonna go viral, right? Here you go.
Thank you so much. So I'll have to make a bet with you.
A bet, okay.
So if LSU wins the national championship this year, you have to put me in a music video.
That's easy.
Yes.
I got you. That's easy. All right, so we got one at Natty. All right, bet.
Let's get to 4 on the floor. Let's recap the Bahamas and NC Central. We finally 9-0. We're number 5 in the country. We played NC Central, and I ain't gonna lie, this game, I was like, bro, like, I was like mid-game, I was kind of getting irritated. Like, I was like, bro, I'm sick of playing these teams. Like they not good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but you know, Coach Moki, she got a method to her madness. But you know, as a competitor, like, you just want to play the top folks. So it was just like, but in those games, it kind of make you just like find a different kind of motivation, like, in order to, you know, to play in the games and have a different level of focus. So I feel like, you know, it was cool that, you know, we was able to have that focus and do all of that. Coach Moki is the fastest men's or women coach to 100 wins in LSU history in just 114 games. Damn, that means she only lost 14 games in 3 years? That's good. I ain't gonna lie. Coach Moki lighted up. How does Coach Moki push you to elevate your game? What does it mean to you to be a part of this achievement? No, it means a lot to me to be a part of this achievement. How she pushed me in my game, it's because, you know, she just demand excellence every day. So it kind of just make you consistent because, like, she a consistent person. Like, you got to be consistent in order to coach for 20 years and still have the same intensity every day. So that's what she kind of teach you to have that mental stamina. Like, you got to bring it every day. Every day you got to bring it. And you wonder why you just don't dance. Like, you got to bring it every day. So it's just like fun just being able to be in that mental space and try to just like be better than you was yesterday. Like, it's really like that. No cap. The shimmy was more of a, you know what I'm saying, in the moment thing. I've never in college, I don't think I've ever had a 4-point play. Big Four's first 4-point play. You know, I just did a little shimmy. I really flopped, though. I ain't gonna cap. I felt her hit me a little bit, and I fell. Cause no, they be doing that to me. When I be closing out, and I barely touch them, they be falling, I be getting the foul. So I was like, yeah, let me do it this time. And I hit that little mellow, grab the ball, hold the ball, shoot the thing. So, you know, just doing my thing. I was just in that mode. NC State. We played NC State. The score was 82-65. That's almost a dub. What did you take away from the win against a ranked team? I felt like I was proud of my team. I was super happy because we finally got to play somebody that was actually a good team. They was a Final Four team last year. They have great players. And so I was just super happy that my team came out and got the dub. We ended up winning against Washington at the buzzer. I ain't gonna lie. We didn't play good. We didn't shoot the ball good at all. And Washington was pretty disciplined as a team. They ran actions that was a little hard. They had some players that was pretty decent. So, you know, I think we learned about it. We learned a lot about ourselves in that game and, you know, what we need to do to win. What's been the key to your team's success so far? I think just trying to really learn each other. I think we've really been intentional. I think we've really been intentional about just trying to learn each other and our strengths and our weaknesses and things like that. I think that's the biggest thing I feel like for us. We really been trying to just figure out each other, like, And it's been great. It's been great. We just been learning each other. My teammate was at a press conference. She said, I thought I had a good work ethic. Then I started playing with Flau'jae. That is a quote that I really like. That's fine. Like, I might put that in my documentary. But nah, that's it feel good to, just see that the work be noticed. Especially by my teammates because, I just I put in a lot of work, you know what I'm saying? And I think that it show on the court. Like, you can't be successful on the court without putting the work in behind the scenes. Like, it's just impossible. So, it feels good. And then I know that just up their work ethic, too, because nobody want to be outworked like that. So, it kind of just build a culture within the team. Because Jayden, she got a good work ethic, too. Like, I remember her being in the gym all the time, early in the morning and things like that. So, her work ethic is so good, especially as a freshman. She has a really good head on her shoulders. So, I'm just hearing that from her. That does feel really good. But my typical morning routine, I don't really like telling my sauce. You feel me? Like, no, I'm just playing. What I do in the morning, I get up, I shoot, I make 500 shots. On certain days, I make 3s. Certain days, I make 2s, and then go back home, chill, come back, work out. Either by myself or with Siemone. And then after that, we got practice, and that's pretty much it. And then we got lift, so try to get, like, my 2 workouts in. And, like, I try not to overwork myself because, we in season now. You don't want to put too much tear on your body, but, just kind of keep that muscle memory going. Like, and I think that discipline off the court just helped with the discipline on the court. I ain't gonna lie. I heard people say that they see me play like D-Wade, like, I've heard, like, people like, she played like D-Wade or something like that. I never really watched D-Wade, though. That's the crazy thing. Like, I got to watch some D-Wade film because I never watched D-Wade. But that's like D-Wade, I'm pretty sure he played, like, good defense, both sides of the balls. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I got to watch some more D-Wade. But I know he's tough. I be seeing his clips. But I never really watched the game. We got the ACC, SEC challenge coming up. Last year, I don't know who really won. I think the SEC won the challenge, like most of our teams. But we got to win this year. Like, it's getting serious. You know what I'm saying? The SEC is not light. Don't get to thinking anything light over here. Just, it's not light. But now, like, I'm excited to play in the SEC Challenge, ACC Challenge. Last year, we played Virginia Tech. We won that game. It was super fun. Like, the energy was out of this world. This year, we get to play Stanford. And, man, I ain't gonna lie. Stanford, when I'm looking at their team, I'm looking at their like their players, their percentages, like I don't know how Stanford ain't ranked. Like a lot of I think most of their team is shooting over 50% from the 3, if I'm not mistaken. Like, I've been looking at my scouting report, their field goal percentage is high. Like, they're a good team. They play together, they run their set, they gonna run you through the shot clock. So it's just gonna be about us being poised and disciplined. But I'm super excited about going into this matchup. Just as a competitor, like, you get to play a good team, they get to scout you, you get to scout them, and just get to see who win. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm really, really, really super excited about that. Let's talk about the AP Top 25. We are ranked number 5 this week. In week 5. I mean, that's cool. I don't really care about the rankings. Like, till we get to the SEC play and all of that, and then, like, the rankings matter for, like, the tournament. Like, rankings really don't really define who you are as a team. It's just, like, it's just about, like, relevancy. All right, let's get into the break down everything that got us talking. First, we're going to talk about LSU football. We beat Oklahoma 37-17 in our final regular season game. I was there. It was electrifying. It was kind of scary because Nuss got hit really hard. And he was, like, out. And I was for sure he was out. And then the backup quarterback came in and started throwing the ball to nobody. And I was like, oh, my God. Nuss, please get back in the game. And then he got back in the game. He threw 2 touchdowns to number 3. And then one of the other players, he ran like a 100-yard touchdown. So that was cool, but we were really excited about number 3's touchdown. It was really great. In the NFL, Jayden Daniels, he's LSU royalty, basically. He had 4 total touchdowns in the last game, most in a single game this far in his career. I love Jayden Daniels, bro. Like, he's one of the ones. I can't believe I really went to school with him. Like, I'm going to be able to say that for, like, a long time. I went to school with that boy. Like, we actually he threw football to my little brother. Like, he was so cool. Like, him and his mom and my mom are, like, great friends. We went to the Rod Wave concert. That's my boy. I ain't gonna lie. I love Jayden. He's super cool, bro. He's just a chill guy. He really just a chill guy. And if I play football, what position? I would definitely play quarterback. Cause I don't want to get hit that much. Like I would have to have a really good O-line. Cause like I can't get hit. Like look at me. Like I can't get hit. So I would want to play quarterback. Cause that's like you're not gonna take that many hits on quarterback. Or I would have to play like defense so I could hit people, like really bow somebody. But I always thought I could be a good wide receiver. But I thought about it. Imagine being in the air and then somebody like tackling you mid-air. No, absolutely not. I'm not doing that. So I'm just gonna say I would be a really good quarterback. My completion rate would probably be something like Shedeur Sanders, like very good, very high. All right, y'all. That's another episode of Best of Both Worlds with Flau'jae, powered by Overtime. We dropping every Thursday on YouTube. Please make sure y'all like, subscribe, and follow. It really, 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 really helps us on the show. Y'all can find us on TikTok at Both Worlds Show and Instagram at Both Worlds. Thanks again to my coach, Siemone Augustus, for joining me today. I'll see y'all next time.